Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we will be learning how to cut and sew this beautiful and very easy baby frock design. I made this for 8 months old baby. This is super easy to make and very beginners friendly. So if you want to learn the step-by-step process of how to go about this, then stick around. These are just the items I used to make the dress. Half yard of leftover fabric, matching lining, matching zipper and thread. So we'll be drafting the top part first, and I'll be marking that with the lining piece since the main fabric is likely not going to be showing the marking. Right here I am placing the fabric for the top part on fold. After arranging the fabric, I'll go ahead and take the body measurement. For the shoulder I used 4.5 inches, armhole I also used 4.5 inches. Connect straight to meet the shoulder line. On that armhole line, I'll mark 6.5 inches, chest divide by 4 plus sewing allowance. On the waistline, I used 6 inches. Connect the side and curve out the armhole just like this. For the neck width, I used 2.5 inches, and for the neck depth for the front, I used 2.5 inches. I'll curve out the neckline. Now for the back neckline, I will reduce it to 1 inch. Now I'll slant the end of the shoulder with about half of an inch, and that's it. I'll go ahead and cut it out. So I thought to deepen the back neckline more than the front, and for that I am going to first mark out the zipper allowance for the back part, and then I will take 4 inches down from the 1 inch depth we already have. Okay, so I'll mark 4 inches right here, and then I'm going to connect it to the end of the neck. That's the neck width, like this. This is optional. You can do this or totally skip it. Okay, so I'll trim this out and go ahead and use this to cut out on fabric. So here are the fabrics after cutting it out. Now I'm going to place the lining piece on top of the main fabrics right here. Then I'll head over to the sewing machine and stitch the lining pieces on the neckline part, and I'll be back. So I've stitched lining on the neckline, just as you can see here. I also made notches so that when I turn it to the right side, it will lay flat. I also left the zipper side on the center back open. So next I'm going to be joining the shoulders, and by doing that, to do that, I will open up the fabric like this. I'll match the back piece on the front piece the way it should be. Okay, then I'll open up the shoulder and match fabric to fabric and lining to lining, pin it and go and join. So I have joined the shoulders as you can see right here. Okay, so that method is going to give a neat finish inside the main fabric, just like this. Okay, so next I am going to be turning the armhole area, and to do that I'll simply flip the lining piece to meet the main fabric on the armhole area, just like this. Just watch what I am doing right here. Okay, I'll simply turn it over and then match the lining to meet the main fabric, and I'll go ahead and pin this down so everything stays intact while sewing. Now I'm going to be stitching on just a tiny inch. Okay, it's not going to be up to ½ inch. Actually, I'll just stitch tiny so the armhole will not shorten so much. So I've stitched on the armhole area. I also made notches. Now we are going to be flipping it to the right side. So I'll turn the 2 armhole out just like this. This is it. You can see how neat it is looking. So next is to join the side. Same way I match lining to lining and fabric to fabric, I'll match the side and then go ahead and join. So I have joined the side right here and everything is coming together. Next we'll work on the lower part. So this is fabric for the lower part, and for this the length is 12 inches. And the entire wideness of this fabric is 53 inches. So I'll head over to the sewing machine and gather this fabric to be able to fit the top part. I've gathered the lower part of the dress, and next I'm going to be joining the lower part to the top part. So while joining the top to the skirt part, I'll take away the lining piece on the top. I'll match the waistline of the top to the waistline of the skirt and go ahead and join. I have successfully joined the top and the skirt part together. So what I'll do next is to go and attach the zipper. Okay, I'll move the lining away and place the zipper from the neckline and go ahead and fix it. I have fixed the zipper here. So next is to attach the cover lining, which I'll be using this piece of lining, and I'll be joining this lining to the top part of the lining. Okay, so I will join it, and by the time I flip it down, it will cover the seam line. So note that this lining did not get down to the main fabric. It is going to be shorter. Okay, so after joining this lining, I will use it to close the zipper allowance side, that is the center back, to give that side a neat finishing. Okay, so just watch what I am doing carefully in this video so you can follow the same method, just in case you don't already know how to go about this. Okay, so we are done with the dress. I think everything has been attached. Here is how the inside of the dress is looking like. The lining is covering every roughness, so you can still go ahead and weave the inside, so when you flip it to the back, it will be neat. Thank you for watching today's tutorial. Please like, share and subscribe to the YouTube channel.